Hello, this is Seamus and 7MYW. Well, the Kenwood D74 and D75 have been a lot on my mind lately, and one of the videos that I just released a little bit ago showed one of the wonderful features of being able to change according to group mode in memory, so you could look at one particular band or all of the frequencies. It was kind of cool. Today I thought I would point out some of the aesthetic differences between the Kenwood D74 and the new D75, which we hope to see sometime at the end of this year, beginning of next year. So I primarily just was looking at the aesthetic part. This video doesn't really delve into a lot of the aspects of similarities or new things that have come onto the market in this new handheld. Now this little photograph that I mocked up here that shows the D74 and then the D75, the aesthetic differences are quite stark. You can see just in the coloring alone. Look at the coloring between the red here and the orange backlit numerals and numbers here in the keypad. The screen's pretty much the same. There's very little differences that we could see here on the screen. They pretty much have the same things. Now there are a couple of new features on this radio. Here again, won't delve into too much detail, but it will have a digipeater. It's going to have an option of a couple other features that the other model did not have, but that means, of course, that there will probably be some new icons in here that I can't see as yet. But look at the main differences here. Now, the microphone, see really right there's a tiny little word that says MIK for mic. That's actually on the screen underneath the glass. This time over here on this model, the D75, it's over in the top right corner. It's very visible. You can see exactly where it's at. As brought out before, the color scheme has changed. Before we had kind of a very light, almost an almond colored, and yellow were on the keypad and on the faceplate here, whereas now we've got blue and white. And on that black background, it really stands out well. I'm really impressed with the aesthetics of this new one. We can see a little bit of the differences here down in the down at the speaker down here at the bottom. You can see there's some pattern work on both of them, although I like the pattern work on the new model as well. But I think the part that I like the most, and let's see if I can get close enough to maybe show if I can. It's really hard to see, but on the back part here, there's this wonderful diamond design, a diamond plate design that really lends it to some wonderful aesthetics. So there's those two features, 3 or 4 features, and then of course some of the other things that we've already seen. We already talked about this has a red part of the rocker. You notice how it's also circular, whereas this is definitely more of an octagonal. It's cleaner. To me, the aesthetics are cleaner. I think they both look great in their own right, but I think this looks jazzier, snazzier. I just love it. Also, you notice up here, this is a little more blocky, a little bit more square. It's a slight bit of edginess, but a lot more rounded corners on the top and on the bottom. I kind of like that sleekness as well. Looks like the small little LED might be pretty much in the same place. It's like the volume button and the changer knob are exactly the same. But those are the main differences that I can see just from the picture. This is all lit up and it looks like it'll be nice and bright, and this is going to be more of a white light instead of an orange that the Kenwood has, the D74 has. So otherwise they look similar in a lot of other respects. But the proof is definitely going to be in the pudding. When we get this new model, there's going to be a plethora of YouTube videos and reviews, and it's going to really get torn down to its bare bones. And I'm sure we're going to see some other features that have not been brought out yet. Now they have the prototype or two. I don't know if there's one or if there's two that has already traveled to Hamvention, and it's already traveled to Germany, and now it's on its way to Tokyo. If I remember correctly, that is at the end of August. That is when this is just a personal opinion. I have no knowledge, talked to nobody about anything else other than my own opinion, but I really think that's when the major release is going to be, and that they'll give us a price, and then they'll give us a release date on when this is coming out. If I were to speculate, and this is speculation only, I would say I think that the release date's going to be close to Christmas or January or February of 2024. Price-wise, that is just up in the air. When I bought my D74 the first time, I paid $499 for it. And it had already been out for a couple of years. But when it came on the market, it was more expensive than that. I have a sneaky suspicion this is going to be up in the $600 to $700 range. And I give it a range. I'm not pigeonholing myself into a price. And it's going to be close to there, and then eventually that will come down, or Kenwood will maybe offer a coupon like all the manufacturers do. But it's going to sell out. I myself have already put my deposit down with Ham Radio Outlet, and really look forward to getting a hold of this radio. I do love that it takes the same battery, it takes the same accessories. It looks by the design here that the carrying case, the little leather, the little canvas carrying case and leather case should fit the same model. I don't know. It's really going to be tough to tell because we haven't seen them next to each other yet. That is an option, and of course the drop-in charger is going to work. And it has a micro C charging option, which is wonderful. Thank you so much for that, Kenwood. Also really like the font up here. I like how they brightened that up, as opposed to the D74 was a little bit more of a metallic under the glass. Just seems cleaner. This one looks, excuse me, this one looks a little bit darker because that's the photo I received online. I made this picture myself and put them together in a collage so you could see it, but pretty impressive. Definitely going to be excited as we get closer and closer to the rollout. And let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now, of course, the internet's awash and YouTube's awash with people saying they wish it had this or they wish it had that, and those are fine. Speculation is a joy of being a human. You can always wonder what ifs. That's a great thing. It's when people start to get out and say, this is what's going to happen, or got to be careful. So I'm being careful what I say. I just don't know any more info other than what has publicly been released. But I love my D74, and I'm most certainly gonna love the D75. It's gonna be an amazing radio, and I can't wait to get my hands on one. So that is today's video on the D74 in the differences in appearance between these radios. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up icon and that bell icon, the little bell at the top there if you want to be notified of another video. And let's see what happens and how soon we'll be able to get our hands on this beautiful little radio. It's gonna be a delight. Thank you so much for watching. 73 from Seamus and 7MYW. Until next time.